your kids, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Not the home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats, where do they go? To meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue.
Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of our 1983 Mets Seaver is back replay. And I expect this to be a heck of a game. It's two B pitchers going after each other, Larry McWilliams versus Tom Seaver. We're in New York, beautiful downtown Flushing, Queens, in Queens, New York. So it's going to be the lineup for the Pirates. It's going to be Lee Lacy in right field, Lee Mazzilli, Hollywood Mazzilli. He's a Met at heart. He's in center field. Bill Madlock, the slow third baseman, at third base. Jason Thompson, the slow first baseman, in the cleanup spot at first base. Batting fifth is Mike Easler, the Hitman. I love that nickname. Johnny Ray, second baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Tony Pena, the defensive catcher extraordinaire. Batting eighth is Dale Berra, the shortstop. Batting ninth is Larry McWilliams. Right about to get started here. And let's just set this up. And for the Mets, it's going to be Mookie Wilson in center, followed by Bob Bailey, the shortstop. Dave Kingman, the first baseman. He only plays half the season. He's injured. Pretty soon he'll be injured in about 250 at-bats. George Foster batting fourth in left field. Batting fifth is Mark Bradley, the right fielder. Huey Brooks, third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Ron Hodges. Ron Hodges played almost every game so far this season. This is game 9, by the way. It's a doubleheader against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Make up for, games that were supposed to be played and were canceled. Now, APBA plays very, very fast, so we're going to see how fast it does play. And you have to use a veteran APBA player, a veteran APBA basic player uses the yellow cup with the dice. Of course, there were earlier cups, and that would qualify also as a veteran. But anything else is a hacks version. You can't use your hand. You can't use a Yahtzee cup. You can't use the frosted cup, which is part of a devil's conspiracy to overthrow the spiritual loyalty of APBA followers. So we're going to get started. It's going to be Lacy. Here goes. And you're going to watch exactly how fast this plays. That's the great thing about it. We're going to move this up just a little bit here just to get it. This should play very, very fast. And I have a book to, let's see here. Hold on a second. I have a book to my right, the booklet, the rules book, because this one is a chart-driven game. Here goes, Lacy. 61 is going to be foul back. Fastball gets foul back, and that's popped up. Catcher went out. Lee Mazzilli next with a 55, and that is a little ground ball and through into right field for a base hit. Bill Madlock is next, 52. And a 52, third baseman is Brooks. 52 is going to be ground ball, third base, going to go second for one, throw to first, not in time. So it's a fielder's choice. And Jason Thompson with a 46. That's a strikeout. Seaver blows a fastball by Thompson. All right. Mookie Wilson leading it off, 31. That's a ground ball, base hit. Bob Bailey with a hit and run, 31. A 9 is going to be an out. What kind of an out is that? Oh, wait. I believe that's going to be an out on hit and run. He's going to lose. He's going to lose a hit on that one. The hit and run, actually, in this case, has a counter effect. Yep. So it's going to be a ground ball shortstop. Up with it is Berra over to first. Moving to second is Mookie Wilson. That makes it a successful hit and run. Where is... What happened to Dave Kingman? He's gone. All right. What happened to Dave Kingman? That's the question. He may have gotten lost in the other packet. We just played the St. Louis Cardinals. He's not there. He's nowhere in this batch. So we're going to look at the Cardinals. He's probably stuck with the Cardinals somewhere. Let's see. So we can't find Dave Kingman. That's the issue we're having right now. He's not there either. Okay, he could be in here. Last week I couldn't find a player and he was under my phone. Yeah, he was under my phone. I can't find Dave Kingman. This is hilarious. Now this is what slows up the games more than anything. When you got a situation where for some reason I just went through the team to make sure everybody was in place. Kingman is batting third. Foster, where's Kingman? And Kingman is actually in, should be in. He is in a Jesus Christ. All right. Baylor, Kingman, with a runner at second base. Pitch from McWilliams. That's that's a second roll for Kingman, but that's okay. That's a strikeout. And now it's Foster with a 36, and that is a pop-up. Third baseman's right there, makes the catch. No runs, no hits. No runs, one hit. Top of the second. And now it's going to be Mike Easler, the hitman. Here's a pitch from Seaver, 66. That's going to take us to second column. Uh-oh, that's a deep drive. Right field. Back goes right fielder Bradley to the track, to the wall. That's out of here. 1-0, Pittsburgh. Mike Easler connects off Seaver. Seaver actually won this game 6-0. That's going to be line base hit, center field. For Johnny Ray. Tony Pena now. It's a 46. That's strike 3. So Seaver blows one by. Tony Pena for out number 1. Runner on first. 1 out. Dale Berra. And a 31 is a base on balls. And it's a pitcher card now. Larry McWilliams. First and second, McWilliams is going to bat 55, and that's a 21. So we're going to pull out an APBA Journal randomizer, and 36 says 18. So our shortstop is a 7, first and second with a 7. And that's going to be 18. Single through short, runners advance 2 bases. So first and third, 1 scores here with the pitcher. So it's going to be a single, RBI single for McWilliams. And Johnny Ray scores. Berra goes to third. And with only 1 out, the Mets are going to have to bring the infield in here. Lee Lacy, here's the pitch. 35, and that's a 9. What did I say, first and third? He may get lucky here on this. Oh, no, that's going to be a hit because it's first and third. Yep. Normally, first and second, it would have been an out. Oh, wait, a 9? Wait. I'm thinking of a B. I'm thinking of an 8 and a B. A 9 is going to be, single through short. Runner scores under the second. All right, so that scores right field. That scores Berra. And over to second is going to be McWilliams. First and second. Mazzilli, see if the Seaver can get out of this. I mean, it's 40 now. So everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong for Seaver. First and second on a 40. The Mets are already down 3-0. And it's first on error, filling the bases, E4. A little ground ball, and it's bobbled by the second baseman, Brian Giles. And everybody is safe. So the bases are loaded. 1 out. And infield's in for the Mets. 3-0. And here's Bill Madlock, pitch from Seaver. That's a 62 this time, so 26 with the bases loaded and the infield in. Oh boy, let's see what that's going to turn out to be. Hopefully that doesn't get through the infield. And no, it's going to be a fielder's choice, runner out at home. So they're going to throw out McWilliams, 4-2. Bases are still loaded. Everybody moves up 1. And Jason Thompson with good power. From Hollywood, California, left-hander hitting first baseman, 52, and that's going to be out number 3. So that was a struggle for Seaver to get out of that inning. That's going to hurt. He can go 28 batters. I calculated that. He can go 28 batters. It's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. We'll just make it that. It's close enough to what it is. May have been just a ground ball, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits allowed by Seaver. And 3 runs. So it's 3-0. Pirates, bottom of the second. All right, Mark Bradley leading it off. And a 51 is going to be 14, which is a ball 4. So Bradley's on, and he's a fast runner. Brooks with a 52. And that's going to be a fielder's choice. Oh, wait a second. 27 is actually a strikeout. It's a strikeout. No fielder's choice on that. So McWilliams blows one by Huey Brooks, and it's Hodges. Hodges with a 51 and 9 is going to be a little ground ball and through into right field for a base hit. Going to second is Bradley, first and second now. Brian Giles, the second baseman, 1 out. 22, an 8. That's going to be an out. Both runners are going to move up. So we'll say 6-3. Both runners move up second and third now, and it's Tom Seaver. So Seaver here has a chance to help his own cause. He's down 3-0. 2 runs in scoring position. See if, oh, nope, not going to happen. Popped up, shortstop, retires aside, no runs. 1 hit, go top of the third. Hope everybody's doing well. It's going to be Mike Easler, the hitman. He had a home run in his last at bat. It's a fly ball, right field, goes the opposite way, and right there is George Foster for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Johnny Ray, strike 3. So he goes down, swing. Pena, 36. And that's a strikeout, back-to-back Ks for Seaver. Much better inning for Seaver in this one. Bottom of the third. Mets are down. And that's a fly ball, center field. 1 out. Bob Baylor, 22. Again, lifted to center. On the run is Mazzilli, and he runs it down. And now it's Kong. Kong, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 4th. Berra. 63 is a fly out center field. Mookie Wilson. McWilliams chops it to second. Giles flips it to Kingman for out number 2. And now it's Lacey. And a 35 is going to be line base hit. And Lee Mazzilli with a 15. That's going to be a little ground ball and through into center field over to third base is Lacey. So first and third now for Bill Madlock with 2 outs. And there goes Mazzilli. Throw down a second. Not in time. Mazzilli gets in there. Steals second. And it's Bill Madlock. This is a big pitch for Seaver here. Oh, that's trouble. That's going to be at least 2 runs, if not more. And that's going to be off the wall. That's going to score both Lacey and Mazzilli easily. It's going to be a 2-run double for Bill Madlock. And that's 5-0. And Seaver has allowed 5 runs. So he's going to go from a B to a C. He suffers a negative modifier. He goes from a B pitcher to a C pitcher. That's in the basic rules. So Jason Thompson now. Let's see if Seaver can. And that's a 14, ball 4. So there's action in the Met bullpen now. Mike Easler, 15 and an 8. That was first and second. And a C is going to be a base hit. And I believe, what did I say? It was an 8 because he's a C now. That's going to be it for Seaver. He's a C, and that's an 8. One runner scores other than third. Nope, Thompson's going to stop at second. But a run scores there, left field. And that's going to be it for Seaver, first and second. So Seaver has been knocked out of the game in the 4th inning. That's a huge disappointment. He went 3.2, and this inning started off with 2 quick outs. So Diaz is coming in for the Mets. Carlos Diaz. All right, here goes. It's going to be Johnny Ray. So Seaver's out, and that's a strikeout. That retires the side. But they pick up 3 more runs. It's 6-0 Pirates now on 4 hits and a walk off of Seaver. Seaver allows 6 runs in 3 2/3 of an inning. There were a couple of errors earlier somewhere. Let's see, an error there. That extended the inning. 1 out. That extended the inning. So it was a home run and then a single, an RBI single, 2 RBI singles. That error didn't come into play there. All right, so all of them, they're all going to be earned runs. And how many hits did he allow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in 3 innings. Tough outing for Tom Terrific. George Foster, bottom of the 4th. Mets are down 6-0. That's popped up. Catcher Pena throws his mask away, makes the catch. Ball 4. Mark Bradley walks down to first base. QB Brooks, 33. That's going to be line base hit. Bradley's going to go to third, first and third now. Let's have a little something brewing here. Ron Hodges with a 54 fly ball right field. The Pirates don't have a very good outfield. First and third with a fly ball to right, and that is going to be shallow fly ball. They're going to hold up on that. Brian Giles now. And a 35 is a 36 with first and third. That may be a wild pitch. 36 is no runner steals. Huey Brooks is going to steal. There goes Huey, steals second. Nobody was watching him, I guess. Brian Giles, 63, and that's lifted to center. Right there is Mazzilli, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, top of the 5th. Tony Pena. Can't get this up. 61, fly ball, right field. Right there is Bradley, makes the catch. 33 for Berra. That's going to take us into the second line, and that's going to be pulled down the line at the left field corner. After it is Foster, gets it in, but it's a stand-up double for Berra. McWilliams rounds to second. Berra's going to hold. Actually, on that, because we're a terrible shortstop, he goes to third. So he does move to third simply because it's a terrible shortstop. Lee Lacy, 36, and that's a 33, which I think is a pop-up to 6, I believe. It is pop-up 6. No runs, 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We are going to let the pitcher bat right here. Hopefully we can get another inning out of him. Because Seaver got pulled very early. I don't want to overdo it in this game. So we're going to let the pitcher bat, 26, and he flies out the left. Top of the order. Wilson with a 35, and that's a base hit. Wilson with his second hit, second single of the game. A 55 is a little ground ball and gets through. Base hit. Stopping at second is Wilson. First and second, Con Kingman with a 25 and a 9. That's going to load the bases. Infield single. Little topper to third base. Throw to first, not in time. Bases are loaded. For George Foster. See if the Mets can get couple of runs and get back into this game. That's a 23. No matter how long I shook that cup, it did not have an effect. Bases loaded, 29, and that's going to be force out at home. A 1-2. Back to the pitcher. That's out number 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And it's Mark Bradley. Here's the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Mark Bradley, 64. That's a strikeout, and that retires the side. No runs, 3 hits, still 6-0 Pirates. Diaz got one more inning to go. 53, and that's going to be 26 on the 26 is a 16. 16 is a single to center little flare that drops in front of Mookie Wilson. So Mazzilli's on with a single. Bill Madlock next. 32, and that's grounded to second. He's going to flip to shortstop or to first, not in time. Thompson. 41, that's grounded hard to short. 6-4-3 double play, and the Mets are out of the inning. Go to the bottom of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th is Hubie Brooks leading it off against McWilliams. That's a 25, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. Can of corn out there for Mazzilli. Ron Hodges with a 46, and he strikes out. And now it's Brian Giles, 63. He lifts one to shallow center. Racing in is Mazzilli, and he gets there. No runs, no hits. Going to pull a double switch here. Backman is going to come in Seaver's spot, and then the pitcher. We're going to get a new pitcher here. A guy named, let's see, where is he? Not him. Ombe. Let's see if we can bring in Ombe. Got Sisk. We got Ombe. All right, Ombe. What a great name that is. There he is, Ombe. But he's not going to be batting there because we're going to be pulling a double switch. And we're going to make Backman the 6th second baseman. Yep, he'll be replacing Giles. Okay, so it's going to be Ombe is in there. And he's a W, a DW. And it's 2.1 for 2.1, and he gave up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Seaver gave up how many walks? 2 walks, and had 4 strikeouts. Okay, so here goes. So we are in the top of the 7th. It's going to be Ombe facing Mike Easler. And that's chopped to second. Backman is over. Makes the play. Ray, 36, and that's ball 4. So Ombe was already allowing base runners. Pena, 35, and that's a little ground ball and through for base hit. 36 for Berra, first and second is going to be a 33, and that's some sort of an out, I believe. First and second, 33 is pop-up, middle of the infield. That's going to be infield fly rule, and now it's, again, another pop-up, middle of the infield. Back-to-back, so McWilliams makes the final out. No runs, 1 hit. Pirates lead 2, bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Backman leading it off against McWilliams, and now he's chopped to second. Better hurry, and Johnny Ray throws out Backman, who's got good speed. I think Backman's going to have a future with the Mets. 53 is going to roll on the defensive chart. A 61 ground ball shortstop, and that's bobbled. Throw to first, not in time. E6. Mets have 2 errors, I believe, right? 1 or 2 errors. I didn't write them down. 1 there. No, 1-1. Okay, both teams have 1 error now. So Bob Baylor is on an error by the shortstop, Dale Berra. Dave Kingman, 25, and that's, he won 6. No, that's going to be a little blooper that drops in. Stopping at second is Baylor, first and second. George Foster, need a 66. An 8 is not going to do it. That's going to be grounded short. Only 1 play. Long throw from the hole, and both runners advance. 2 outs. And again, it's Mark Bradley. Here's a pitch to Mark Bradley. See if we can get something going. 30. Oh, I thought that was a 33. That's lifted to center. Backpedaling is Mazzilli. Hollywood makes the catch. No runs, one hit. Top of the eighth. Top of the eighth is top of the order. Ombe is still in there. Try to get him to go at least to one more inning. That's Granite to short. Nice play by Baylor. Long throw to first and gets Lacey. Next is 24. It's going to be a strikeout on Mazzilli. And Madlock. Madlock with a 36, ball 4. 2-out walk. Thompson, 63, strike 3, and it retires the side. So that is actually 2 strikeouts and 2 walks for Ombe, and we're going to get a new pitcher in the 9th. So Ombe does his job, goes 2, allows 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And then we're going to see, I guess, Sisk in the 9th. Bottom of the 8th, Brooks, Hodges, and the pitcher. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here. McWilliams, Snake Eyes, 32, and that's going to be a single base hit. And an APBA, it's like automatic stolen base. So Brooks gets his 2nd stolen base of the game. Even though he's 6 runs down, that's how APBA plays out. And you got to do that, otherwise you mess with the stats. So he just takes second base. He takes a stolen base there. I don't know why, but Ron Hodges. I could override that, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, McWilliams can go 29 batters. He's got 27. He's got 27 and 6 is, well, he's passed it already. Okay, he's passed it, so we're going to pull him. Pull McWilliams, and we're going to bring in Parker, Sarmiento, Hebner, Wynn. Let's see. Got to see who we're going to bring in here. Manny Sarmiento's coming in. BYZ, Sarmiento. And he goes 7. All right, it's going to be Hodges. Sarmiento against Hodges. Here goes. 52, and that is .52. Second base is it 27. Sarmiento is a Y. That's a strikeout. Hodges strikes out. And now the pitcher spot. So we're getting Mike Jorgensen. Jorgensen's going to pinch hit. Here's a pitch to Jorgensen, 35, and that's ball 4. First and second for the Mets. And that brings up Wally Backman. Pitch to Backman, 55. And that's through the infield for a base hit. Loads of bases. Mookie Wilson. I'm going to check that out. First and second and a 9. Yep. Infield hit. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 8th for the Mets. The Mets are down 6-0. It has not been a good one. Seaver was driven from the game after 3 and 2/3 with giving up 9 hits and 2 walks. It was not a good day for Tom Terrific. Kind of disappointing because in actuality he pitched a shutout here. Mookie Wilson, bases loaded, infield's back, 65. Let's see what that becomes. Bases loaded, 65 to 35. That's a strikeout. Bob Baylor. Bob Baylor is 1 for 4 today. That's a single. And a 56, not going to do it. 56, not going to do it. And 34, that's a K. And that retires the side. Mets leave 3, no runs, 2 hits. Top of the ninth. Just like that, Mike Easler. So it's going to be a new pitcher for the Mets. Who did I say it was going to be? Sisk is coming in. Here's a pitch to Easler. 44 is a base hit. Frozen rope to left. 52 is a fielder's choice. 5-4. Throw to second. No throw to first. Pena. 15, and that's going to be against a B pitcher. 15 is ground third. Runner's going to move up. 5-3. And 2 outs now. And Berra with the Snake Eyes. That's going to be another run now. Yep. It's going to be another run. 53, and that's going to be a double. 2-out double is going to allow Ray to score. So he scores. Shortstop picks up an RBI. And now the pitcher spot, and we're going to let the pitcher bat. We said the pitcher was Sarmiento. 15, that's a strikeout, and that retires aside. So Sarmiento batted there because it's 6-1. We didn't want to 6-0. We don't want to change anything up. 7-1 actually now. 1 run, 2 hits. So Sisk, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 1 K. And that's probably it for the Mets. 7-0 right now. Go to the bottom of the ninth. Dave Kingman's leading it off against Manny Sarmiento. 26, that's a fly to left. These are names from the blast from the past, 1983. Love these retro games. That's a strikeout. Foster chases the high fastball. 2 outs. Bradley, the Mets down to their last out. And this is the first game of doubleheader, and that's lifted to left. Right there is Easler. Settles under it, squeezes it for the out, and that's the ball game. Mets get shut out in the first game of a doubleheader. Damn. Not pretty. Poor Seaver, my main man, gets driven from the game in the 4th inning. Let's quickly look at some stats. Let's get all the hits here. Look at that, 2 hits there. Pirates had the bats going today. Hits almost in every inning. Look at that, doubles. This is the inning where Seaver got beaten up after 2 outs, gave up 4 hits and a walk. But the other inning that was trouble for him was the 2nd inning when Easler led off with a home run. And even McWilliams got in on the fun when he singled as well. Wow, look at that. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits and 1 error. And the Mets, how'd they do? They had a bunch of hits. They drove McWilliams from the game after 7 innings. I calculated the batters faced. I just divided the starts by the batters faced to get the batters faced per game. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Mets have 9 hits, so 23 hits. So that's the final. McWilliams gets the win. Seaver takes the loss. The final is the Pirates 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, no runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Mets. We go to game 2. We are, and that's a nice thing about, one thing the guys really love about APBA is that you can play a season very, very quickly. Rusty Staub is playing game 2. This is exciting. So is Mike Bishop, the catcher. Wally Backman's going to be in here. Who's the pitcher? Mike Torres, 1977, wasn't it? Wasn't Torres the pitcher when Reggie hit his 3 home runs against the Dodgers? I believe it was. Is Heap is in this game. So there's a lot of there's a big change in the Mets lineup because it's a 2nd game of a doubleheader. Hopefully this game will play a little bit faster than the last one. Even though the last one had two really good pitchers rather, there were still a lot of hits. So it's going to be Wilson Gardner, Ron Gardner. He's in there. Kingman is in there. Staub is batting fourth. Legrand Orange, classic Met, right? Bishop, Wally Backman. Backman's in there. Brian Giles and Mike Torres. Mike Torres is a D pitcher. That's it. Plain D. No, nothing fancy. This is a very straightforward game. I was reading that this was designed in the 30s, actually. Even though it was kind of put together in the 50s, it was designed and planned out in the 30s, 1930s. Imagine that. Very simple, straightforward game like that era was. You know, there was not a lot of metrics back then. And Stratomatic is a lot like this as well. So let's see the changes. We're going to get a couple of changes for the Pirates. Mike Nicosia, I don't even know if I have him. And if I have him, that means I'm going to have to pull out of this. Nicosia starts in this game. I never printed him out. No. And I'm very anal about that. I like all my starters to be the actual starters. Everything else I don't care that much about, but I just want to use the same players that were there that day. So I'm going to have to pull out. Let's see, Nicosia. Let me see if I can figure out, did he go to another team? Because then I can find them way faster. That's really the critical element here. Did he go to another team? Ah, there it is. Okay. Nicosia, second game of a doubleheader. So I'm going into Baseball Reference very quickly quickly is a matter of perspective. I'm going into Baseball Reference. Oh, this was 20. Wait a second. I'm on the wrong date. All right. Because the Mets go a bunch of days without playing anybody. I think they missed the whole Pirate series. And then they play a doubleheader to make up for it. So it must be terrible rain, terrible snow, something like that. And now I'm trying to find out if Nicosia if he's on the Pirate. If he's on the Pirates, I'm gonna have to print out wait a second. Nicosia in 83 gets traded. He goes to the Giants. So he goes to the Giants. I don't know if he's gonna be carded with the Giants because he only has 60 at bats, 70 at bats. So he may not get carded, but since he's a catcher, I may get lucky. He may be carded. Let's see what happens on the Giants. Got lucky, guys. Look at that. And he's an 8 besides. So he's got a really good catcher rating. All right, so Steve Nicosia's in there. And then it's going to be the pitcher. So Hebner's Matlock is replaced by the ex-Met, Richie Hebner. Byron Lee Tunnel from Tyler, Texas. Tunnel is a C pitcher, a CZ lineup for the Pirates. Let's do this. Lacey Mazzilli Hebner batting third. Batting fourth is Jason Thompson, the first baseman. Lefty hitting Jason Thompson. Mike Easley, the left fielder. Johnny Ray at second base. Batting sixth, batting seventh, Dale Berry, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Steve Nicosia. The catcher batting ninth is Lee Tunnel. For the Mets, it's Wilson in center field. Gardner at shortstop. Third place batter is Kingman at first base. Rusty Staub in left field today. Batting cleanup. Batting fifth is Heap in right field. Batting sixth is Mike Bishop, the catcher. Wally Backman, the third baseman. This is the first time he's played third base that I can remember. I don't even have him down as a third baseman. I have to put a 3 down for him. So he'll be a 3. And Giles is second base, batting 8th, and batting 9th is Mike Torres. He was big for the Boston. I think he started that 1978 game, that 163rd, right? 163rd game. So third base. There we go. I just got Backman. I just created Backman. Third base of 3. All right, good. Let's go. Lacey, let's see how quick this game goes. What time is it? Let's see. It's 9:13. Now, if there's not a lot of changes, the game will really fly by. This is the second game of a doubleheader. Oh, no, not there. Live from the studios of Cards and Dice TV is Game 2, April 20th, 1983. Mets versus Pittsburgh in New York. Lee Lacey, 36, and that is a pop-up. Third base, 1 out. Mazzilli, Hollywood Mazzilli grounds one to the third baseman, Backman. Over to first, 2 out. And a 62 is grounded, chopped to second. And at second base is Giles. Tosses it to first, 3 up, 3 down. That was like an 8-second first inning. That's the great thing about APBA. And that's popped up, middle of the infield. Shortstop, Berra makes the catch, 15, Gardner, and that's a strikeout. Terrible card. He doesn't last very long. He just plays a couple of games at the early part of the season, and Kingman strikes out. Back-to-back Ks, 3 up, 3 down. It's top of the second. Jason Thompson, 56, and that's a strikeout. Easler chops to short. Shortstop Gardner fires to first, low throw, scooped out in time. Ray with a 42, and that is a high outside, a potential error, and a 56 says an E5. So that's an error on Backman, Wally Backman. And where'd my book go? I want to make sure that's only a 1-base error because he is a 19. Yeah, it's a 1-base error on third baseman. So Dale Berra with 1 runner on and 2 outs and a 25, and that's a little chopper, and there's going to be no play between the third baseman and the pitcher, and nobody gets to it. Eventually, shortstop Gardner picks it up. First and second, 2 outs. Steve Nicosia. We found his card, his extra player card, and he lifts one to shallow center field. Racing in is Wilson. Will he get there? And he does. No runs, 1 hit. So that inning went a little bit longer. Rusty Staub leading it off, 15. And that's line base hit for Staub. So he's on with his first single of the season. Danny Heap is next with a 61. That's fly to right. Easy out for the right fielder, Lee Lacey. Mike Bishop with a 62 and a 38. That's something weird. Runner steals, S holds. Staub is an S, so he's going to hold a 34, and that's line center field. Backing up is Mazzillian. He makes the catch. 2 out. Wally Backman with a 12. Chop the second. Flip to short, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. We go to top of the third. So the guys who want to replay seasons and they just wanted the stats and enjoy going through the dice rolling and all that. They love this. APBA Basic is perfect for that. Lee Tunnel with a 54, and that's a fly to right. Danny Heap is out there. Lee Lacey's next with a 35, and that is going to be a blooper that drops in. Little Texas Leaguer. Texas Leaguer for Lacey, who's from Longview, Texas. So Mazzilli with a 46, and he swings and misses for strike 3, 2 out. Hebner, 25, base hit. That's going to send Lacey to third. Next up with first and third is Thompson. It's a left-handed power hitter. There goes Hebner, throw down from Bishop, not in time. Hebner steals second. Second and third now. Here's the pitch to Jason Thompson, and that's chopped to short. Charged by Gardner. Throw is high. Nice stretch by Kingman, and they get him. No runs, 2 hits. Bottom of the third. Giles leading it off with a 21. That's a fly to left. Right there is Easler. Mike Torres grounds to short. 2 out. Top of the order for the Mets. Mookie Wilson with a 33. That's a double column. We got to roll again on that. And that's line, base hit, played on a hop by Easler. Left center field. Gardner's up. There goes Mookie. Throw it down. Oh, he's safe under the tag. And Gardner, here's the pitch, and he flies one left field. And that's going to retire the side. No runs, one hit. Top of the fourth, Mike Easler. Who are we going to see? Easler, Ray, and Berra. Boom. 44. Lined. Base hit. Frozen rope. Center field. Ray. Ground ball. Fly ball. Right field. Berra. 45. That's ball 4. So Berra walks. Okay, with 1 out, the Pirates have runners on first and second. Top of the fourth. No score in New York. This is the second game of the doubleheader. The Mets lost the first one. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much. RJL says, Happy Father's Day. Check out his great channel. Steve Nicosia from Patterson, New Jersey. And that's a 36, and that's going to be a pop-up. And Robert asked me to look into some APBA stuff for him, and now I got all. There's such good deals that I'm thinking of picking them up myself. What was that? It was first and second, and that was a pop-up. Okay, and now 2 outs, and it's Lee Tunnel. 35. That's a strikeout. That retires the side. No runs. So now I got to buy the stuff because it's such a good deal. I can't say no to it. It comes with all the players, $35, $40. You get a whole season with all the players, and they give me all extra stuff. So then I'll maybe down the line I'll be selling it. Who knows down the line? First I'll play it, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to avoid not buying it. I just bought the 83 card set. Well, actually the 84 card set from Fleer yesterday. And now I'm looking at the top set. Dave Kingman. Here's the pitch from Tunnel. 15. That's a base hit. Leadoff is on. Staub. Oh, snake eyes for Staub. See if Staub can get a hold of one. That's a deep drive, right field. Back goes Lacey to the track to the wall. That's out of here. Mets are up. Rusty Staub. Beautiful. Old school. That made me happy. 66. This game is known as 66. Look at that. Gorgeous. Rusty Staub connects for a 2-run shot to right field. And we had Gary Cohen going back into 1983 and calling it. Best announcer of all time. I don't know about that. 66, Danny Heap lays into one, drives it deep to right field. Back goes Lacey. Back goes Mazzilli. And that's got to here. Back-to-back Jacks. Bishop. 3-0 Mets. Back-to-back home runs. 64. That's a strikeout. He's going for the fences. 1 out. Backman with a 25. That's ball 4. Wally Backman walks. Giles. Going to try a hit and run with Giles. 25. That's line base hit. Ooh, we got to check it. We may lose a hit on that again. You got to watch out for hit and runs. I don't want to do them too often because you lose hits. I just do it just to keep guys moving on the bases so they don't stagnate. Woo, hit and run. And it was a 10. That's a single through second. Yep. So we get it. Backman goes to third. Giles is at first. Now it's Mike Torres with 1 out. There goes Giles. Throw down from Nicosia. Not in time. Slides in under the tag. That's the second stolen base by the Mets today. Mike Torres. Infield is in. Oh, that's going to be an 8, and that's going to be a base hit. Mike Torres gets into the action with second and third. And against a C pitcher, that's a single over first. Runners scores. Runners score. So a 2-run single for Mike Torres, the pitcher. You only get that in the National League, but if they go over to, that's 5 runs for Torres. So he gets, for Tunnel. So Tunnel goes down to a D pitcher now. So he's a D. And he's going to be facing Mookie Wilson. Runner on first. 65, that's popped up. Catcher. Nicosia flips his mask away, makes the catch. And here we got an error. So let's see what happens. On 64. And that is going to be an error on the shortstop, Berra, E6, first and second. And that's going to take us, that's going to change the whole here. 4, I got to change every 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we go to Kingman, who led off the inning. All right, Dave Kingman, first and second, 2 outs. Gonna roll that again. Trying to get a 66 here. Oh, that's a snake eyes. First and second. That's going to be extra bases for sure. First and second. And on a deep pitcher, that's going to be a triple into the right field bullpen. After it is Lacey and Kingman. 2-run triple. Kingman's first base. Okay. And both those runs are going to be unearned, but that's gonna probably be it. Well, that is going to be it for. And we're bringing in Sarmiento again, I guess. Let me see who else we got here. Yeah, we're going to bring in Sarmiento. He pitched in the first game. We're bringing him in again because I don't want to think about it. He's a B. So the Mets pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. Sarmiento is facing Staub. Here's the pitch, 45. It's going to be a 4. Staub walks. Keep now, 26, and that's a fly to left, and that's going to be it. Finally. No runs. No runs. 7 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Top of the 5th. Mets are up 7-0. Lee Lacey. Mike Torres. That's grounded comebacker. Torres feels his position, throws out Lacey. Mazzilli, ball 4. Hebner, 34, fly ball, center field. Right there's Mookie and a 66. That's a deep drive, right field. Back goes Heap to the track to the wall. That's out of here. 2-run shot for Thompson. Just like that. 7-2 now. Mike Easler, 42, and that's a ground ball and through for a single. Johnny Ray, 66. That's going to take us into the double columns, and that's going to be pulled down the line into the right field corner. Easler is going to stop at third. Oh, 2 outs. Yep, he's going to score. Waving him around, and that's a RBI double for Johnny Ray. That makes the score 7-3. And now it's Berra, shortstop, 23, and that's comebacker. And that's going to retire the side. But the Pirates pick up 3 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. 7-3 the score now. And it's going to be Mike Bishop. Pitch to Bishop, and that is a Sarmiento. It's a comebacker. Sarmiento feels his position, throws out Bishop. Backman with a 65. That's popped up to the catcher. And now it's Giles with a 64. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Sarmiento. And it's going to be Nicosia leading off. 44, and that's going to be base hit. This is the 5th, so Torres can he qualified for the victory if the Mets hold on to win, but we don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Let's see who they have. Wynn, Scurry, Colby, Harper, Parker, Dave Parker. The Cobra. Love it. Look at that. So Dave Parker's coming in. Don't ask me why he's not playing. He's just not playing. I don't know. He came in as a pinch hitter. Didn't play the first game either. Probably nursing an injury of some kind. So Torres still in there. Here's the pitch to the Cobra, 55. And that's lined. Nicosia going to stop at second. So that's a base hit for Parker, just like that. First 2 runners are on. He's got 27 batters now. So Lee Lacey. Pitch to Lee Lacey, 36, and that's a pop-up. What kind of a pop-up is that? First and second, 33, and that's a pop-up to the shortstop. Got to memorize that one. Mazzilli with a 15. First and second, 15, but Nicosia's slow, so he's going to stop. That's going to load the bases. Bases loaded. Richie Hebner, and we're gonna pull Torres. It's gonna be pull Torres for Sisk. He's coming in. An A pitcher, and here goes. 65. That's gonna be popped up. We're gonna pull a double switch though. Second base is gonna be right field. We're gonna do right field. We're gonna bring in Bradley in right field. And it's going to be the pitcher spot goes to 5. So double switch. And that was popped up. Bases loaded. Sisk. Pop up to shortstop. And Thompson. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That's a 15. That's an 8 with an A pitcher. It's going to be an out, fly ball, center field, and that retires the side. So no runs, 3 hits. We go to bottom of the 6th. And the score is 7-3. Mookie Wilson, new pitcher for the Pirates. And I'm looking at who they brought in. They had Ticovey and I think Scurry. Is Scurry not a pitcher? So we're going to bring in, let's see if we can track down Scurry. Rad Scurry's coming in. XYW, crazy. He's a D pitcher. So Scurry's coming in to face Wilson. And here we go. Second game of a doubleheader. Bottom of the 6th. Wilson. Grounded the 2nd. Right there is Johnny Ray. Isn't he part of a song from the early 80s? And that is a base hit for Gardner. So I'm with a single. Dave Kingman with a 41, and that's to shortstop. It's going to be a ground ball. Only one play. And Gardner goes to 2nd. Here's Legrand Orange with a 52. And I believe that should be a strikeout right there. That should be a strikeout, I believe. 27 is a strikeout. And that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. We go to top of the 7th. Sisk is still in there for the Mets. Torres went 5.1. All right, here goes. Easler. Mike the Hitman Easler, 24, and that's a strikeout. Ray, 13 is a ball, so it's a strikeout and a fly out. Okay, fly out the center. And now it's Berra. Snake Eyes. It's going to take us to extra bases, and a 2-out double for Berra. Nicosia with a 32, and he chops it to 2nd. Giles throws him out, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. Bottom of the 7th. Pitcher spot. And Sisk has gone 1.2. We're going to pinch hit for Sisk. We don't want to push it. Who are we bringing in to pinch hit for Sisk? And then let's see. Jorgensen will pinch hit for Sisk. Scurry's a lefty, so we're going to bring in a righty to pinch hit. Not going to be Baylor. Brooks. You know what? It'll be Brooks. We're going to bring in Brooks to pinch hit. And then as a pitcher, we're going to see Jesse Orozco. So Brooks to pinch hit, and then Jesse Orozco's coming in. And here is Rod Scurry to QB Brooks, 65. Grounds to short. Berra, long throw in time. Top of the 8th. Jesse Orozco is going to hopefully go 2 innings. And he is an ACXZ. The only way the Mets are going to win any games is using their bullpen, because they have a terrible starting staff in 1983, according to APBA. So we're going to get a pinch hitter. We already saw Gene Tennis is going to pinch hit. Love Tennis. I don't know why. He's just part of that mythology. That mythology from the early 70s. Gene Tennis, 31. That's ball 4. So he's all over the place. He ends up, I know, in 82 he plays with St. Louis. By 83 he's now with the Pirates. So he's moving about. So he's on at first. Lacey, ground ball, shortstop. I don't think this is a strikeout. Oh, it is. It's a 4-6-3 double play. So it's hit sharply right at the second baseman, Giles. He tosses it to Gardner, throw to first, and in time. Lee Mazzilli now. So Orozco. And a 9 that's popped up, third base. Right there is Backman, makes the catch, no runs, no hits. We go bottom of the 8th. Giles, Bradley, and Wilson. Scurry, that's a single. Base knock for Giles. Now it's Bradley. I don't think I grabbed Bradley before. Second game of a doubleheader. We're doing 2 consecutive games because APBA plays very, very fast. Mark Bradley up first time in the game. He came in on a double switch. That's a potential error. See what that's going to become now. Going to roll on the randomizer. I got an APBA Journal randomizer. 61 is an 18. 18, that's going to be an E6. I believe that's the second error on Berra. I believe so. First and second now. Mookie Wilson. Scurry. Pitch. 88. Oh, a 23. That's a crazy. Wait, I looked at the wrong. 88 is an 8. First and second. That's going to be a base hit. And that's going to score Giles. First and second. I believe this is going to be it for Scurry. First and second, an 8. Single over short. 1 scores over the second. First and second. Oh, put in the wrong spot. Yeah. Ooh, put it in the wrong spot. And where's my, there it is, my whiteout. All right. Bottom of the 8th, first and second. It's 8-3 now. That's going to be it. So to face Gardner, we're going to have Tekulve coming in. Kent Tekulve pitched in this little doubleheader for the day. I'm using most of the players that were there, so, and just extending them so it works out nicely. Wynn, Bibby, Madlock, Lynch is a Met. McWilliams, so Lynch is a Met, and Holman are Mets. So we're looking for Tekulve. And he should be in here somewhere. There he is. And Tekulve is coming in. Don't really know who else to bring in. I see Harper and Wynn. I don't know if those guys are pitchers. I doubt they are. Got to print out a couple extra players. Bibby, Wynn is an outfielder. Rodin, Harper is an outfielder. So, okay. This is pretty much my last pitcher. But you know what? I'm going to let Scurry go a little bit longer. Because there it is. All right, so Scurry's going to go. Tekulve is warming up. Don't want to bring Tekulve. He's my closer. Gardner, first and second. 52. Let's see. And a third baseman right now is Hebner, and he's not very good. Hebner is a 3, so I don't know that this is going to be a double play, even with first and second, but you never know. 27, it will not be. It's going to be a 5 through both runners advance, so that's a first out. Both runners move up, second and third now. And it's Dave Con Kingman against Rod Scurry, the lefty. Here's the pitch, 25, and that's going to be a base hit. Bases second and third, a 9 against a deep pitcher, beats out an infield hit. So RBI single for Con. And that's his third RBI of the day. First and third, Staub. Here's the pitch. Infield is back. They're looking for a double play at this point. 43, 12 may give them what they're looking for with the infield back. And a 12 does. It's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. And they get out of the inning. Good. I didn't want to bring in Jacoby. So they pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. Top of the 9th, Richie Hebner. All right. And Orozco's still in there. 53, that's going to be some sort of an error. 16 is an E5. 2 errors for each team now. So Hebner's on in the top of the 9th. The score is picked up 2 more. So it would be 10 to 3 Mets. Jason Thompson, Snake Eyes. That's going to be a double. And Hebner's going to stop at – Hebner's not fast now. He's slow, actually. Stops at third. Second and third. The hitman Easler with a 53. That's going to be another potential error. 55 is a 20. It's second and third. Giles is pretty good. Second and third. Giles is pretty good second baseman now. And it's going to be a pop-up because Giles is pretty good. So he's going to get to that. P4. Johnny Ray with a 32, and that's grounded to second. And that may let a run score here. I believe it will be. 26, and yep, runner scores. So now it's 10-4. RBI for Johnny Ray, second base. And runner third. And now it's going to be Dale Barrow, 2 outs. Dale Barrow, 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Mets are up 10-4. Second game of doubleheader. They lost the first one, 44 and 8. An 8 with a run on third against an AC pitcher. That's going to be single against an A pitcher, single against a C pitcher. That's a base hit RBI single for Dale Barrow. And that's Dale Barrow's 3rd hit of the day, by the way. So he's had a nice day for himself, even in a losing cause. Steve Nicosia, 46, chopped to short, flips to second, ball game over. Mets win it. Pick up 2 runs in the 9th, the Pirates do, on 2 hits. Final score is 10-5. So that was a victory for the Mets, which is a good thing. Tunnel will get the loss, and Torres will get the win. And we can do hits for all the pitchers now very quickly. Let's do Tunnel's hits. 1, 2, and that's going to be 7 and 8. 8 hits for Tunnel. About 8 hits. Sarmiento came in after that. Oh, no, Sarmiento gave up no hits, but then it was Scurry who gave up 4 hits. So no hits and 4 hits. That's 12 hits for the Mets. And the Mets, Torres allowed 3. So Mets wins that game of a doubleheader. Torres allowed 3 more here. 7 hits. 10 hits. So Torres got beat up pretty good. Allowed 10 hits. Sis came in and went 1.2. 1.2 gave up a hit. 1.2 gave up a hit. And it was 2 for Orozco. He gave up 2 hits and a walk. So Torres gets the win. I don't know that Orozco's going to get a save in this one. Nobody, the score wasn't close enough. So let's check out all the hits for the Pirates. Pirates had 13 hits, so the Pirates actually out-hit the Mets, but they only scored 5 runs. And maybe the walks had something to do with it, or just it was clutch hitting by the Mets. Let's see the walks. Right here. Another walk there. That's 2 walks. So 1 walk by the starter and 1 walk by the first reliever. So it wasn't the walks. Mets may have given up more walks than that, actually. It's just the hits were made at the right time. So this is APBA Basic, 1983. My Seaver's back replay. Keep hit on the bell on YouTube so it'll alert you to when I stream these. I won't stream for a little bit because I gotta input that all day. Well, not all day, but I gotta input these both these games into my sim engine so I can play out all the other games. Let's see anything else that we want to. Let's see the strikeouts for Torres. Torres had a strikeout there. Had another one here. That's 2. Had a strikeout there. So he was not really sharp. Well, that's being generous, right? He gave up 10 hits in 5 1/3 innings, but he did pick up the victory. But that's, I think, how Torres pitched. You know, that was his MO, if you will. He was not a guy who was a dominant guy, but a guy who could pick up some victories every so often. He could last enough to get, but he was not a dominant guy. He was not a Seaver type guy for sure. You know, he was not a guy who would take over the game and like lights out. Never really was that. He was a guy that gave up 4 runs, but he gave you innings. You know, he would hang in there and give you innings and rest your bullpen. So you would go to him for that, and you'd need to score. And he was lucky enough to get, play with some good teams. He played with Boston, he played with New York, he played with some good teams that he wasn't hurt by the fact that he needed runs scored by them, Mike Torres. So anyway, this CP Cards and Dice, we did about an hour, 12 minutes. We did a doubleheader, APBA Basic. Hope you enjoyed it. Mets lose the first one, but win the second one. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Let's go Mets. 1983.